Convicted felons voting on Election Day.
It's against the law, but a watchdog group says that hundreds of felons not only registered to vote, but cast ballots during the 2008 election.
So how's it happening? Chris O'Connell's live tonight with the claims and reaction. Chris?
Bill and Leah, convicted felons may be easy to track when they're inside a jail cell, but when they're out of jail, some of them are heading right to the voting booths illegally. The group Minnesota Majority spent the last 18 months matching criminal felony records to voting records. What they say they found is a widespread problem of voter fraud.
Assault with a dangerous weapon.
Their crimes run the gamut.
Drug possession, forgery.
But one thing all of these criminals have in common.
Well, what we found is that felons voted in the 2008 election, and nothing was being done about it.
Dan McGrath with Minnesota Majority says the watchdog group found 289 convicted felons in Hennepin County and 52 in Ramsey County all voted illegally on Election Day 2008.
Nothing is being done to stop it. Nothing is being done to correct it. Prosecutions have been very slow.
McGrath blames the Secretary of State and local county attorneys for being slow to prosecute voter fraud cases.
But just because an allegation is made doesn't mean that it's correct.
The Ramsey County Attorney's Office told us it's investigated more than 550 voter fraud cases since 2008 and has charged 30 people.
Most of them, including most of the ones from Minnesota Majority, were just wrong. They were inaccurate.
There's one.
The group stands by its report in hopes of making a change for next Election Day.
If we can't even clean up the 2008 elections 2 years later, how are we going to protect the integrity of the election that's coming up in November?
Now, we did get a statement from the Secretary of State tonight. He tells us that he basically put it right back on the county attorneys, saying it's up to them to determine and investigate whether or not individuals have engaged in voter fraud. Live in St. Paul, Chris O'Connell, 5 Eyewitness News.